Welcome to That's Not Why You Called, everybody. Episode 36. I almost said 37. That would be wrong. Episode 36. Continuing on probably what is the greatest streak of
Hype Train
of shows ever. Yeah, we have not missed it. Right? We should do that. We should have a series of graphics made up until we get to 22-0.
And then fail miserably.
Right, and then we got to take a week off. So when we get to 22 shows in a row, we get a week off as an homage to the great Undertaker.
You know what? I'm not.
Your lack of wrestling knowledge here is.
Wait, were you serious about Undertaker, or were you using the word Undertaker? The
Undertaker. Yes, the wrestler.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That guy had his face painted, right?
Oh my God! I'm leaving.
That's Kane, bro. Who's his brother?
They're not the same guy. I played both of them in WWE.
No, they're not the same guy.
That was.
They're not the same guy. Not even brothers. Just kind of bad actors.
So his face is normal.
Big
Wait,
dudes.
he's a white guy with long black hair, right?
Yes, a lot of tattoos.
Oh, 1 out of 7. Good job, Chiz.
Your lack of wrestling knowledge. We're going to get you the WWE Network. You got homework. You got to catch up on all the stuff because this is now officially a wrestling podcast.
I bet I can name... Nope. I was going to say 5.
I was going to say, if you can name 5 wrestlers.
Undertaker, Kane, he gave me that one. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Brock Lesnar.
That's 4.
Hulk Hogan.
Okay, all right. You see,
right.
you see,
If he
Ollie
didn't
had
give me Kane though, I'd have been fucked.
Ollie has a $15 donation left. Can I shake you warmly by the hand? P.S. Oh, geez, what was the rest of what he said? P.S. Chiz's flat cap is orgasmic. You know what, Chiz? I like the hair that you got all done up for your video when you were talking about a certain somebody. I liked it. I personally liked it. The cap works. It works.
Yeah.
You know, but
I'm typically not a flat cap fan, but you pull, I will say.
yes.
Thank you.
How about that?
And the faux hawk, Fabu. I
do
love
what I
it.
can. I do what I can.
Wait, Fubu? Remember that?
Fubu.
Fabu.
Somebody should bring back Fubu. Do they still make clothes?
Of course they still make clothes.
I would think so. Yeah.
The owner or originator guy, whatever, Damon Johnson? Yeah, he's on Shark Tank. Of course Fubu's still a thing.
Oh yeah.
Wait, really?
Shark Tank's a good show.
Oh, okay.
Straight. Mark Cuban's the best, though.
Well, Mark Cuban's just a crazy rich man.
Yeah.
I love him.
He's awesome, though.
Please buy an MLB team, Mark Cuban. Please. Please. You've got billions of dollars. It's fine.
What's in Texas? Is there, like,
wait, what do you mean? Like
what Major League Baseball team is
the
in
Houston
Texas?
Astros.
They suck.
Well, they suck and they're cheap.
Not a big baseball guy.
Let's see who else is in
Okay.
Texas. I swear to God, there's another team. I don't. Oh no, I was gonna say the fucking Arizona Diamondbacks.
Wow.
The Arizona Diamondbacks are in
shit.
Texas. Yep. We're here. Anyway, everybody, welcome to That's Not Why You Called. As we go with the longest shitty intro ever.
So let's make some announcements before we even start talking about topics.
We got big stuff going on. Big stuff. We announced last week we were searching for a third host, and we are very, very pleased to announce from parts unknown, weighing in at 200, probably 165 pounds, standing
Soaking
6
wet.
feet tall,
Not
maybe
close.
5'10".
There you go.
Wearing
5'10".
yellow trunks.
Take him.
Holy shit, Hoss! Apparently a $100 donation. You is awesome. Thank you very much, Hoss. You are awesome as
damn.
well.
Boss, you're the man.
I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I know you, but I love you.
We are very pleased to announce
That's your-
that Chris, aka I Am the Dank, has surpassed all submissions, although many of them were great. We sifted through. We had a team of people devoted to sifting through your awesome submissions, your awesome auditions to be the third host of That's Not Why You Called. But somehow, some way, this man, his tenacity, shone through all like a beacon. And Chris, a.k.a. I Am the Dank, you can follow him at I Am the Dank on Twitter without even submitting an audition video.
That's how awesome I am.
That's how
what you can
awesome.
explain.
He's
He
also
is.
an ultimate.
My submission video was so good that I didn't even have to make it.
No. Yeah, it made
drop.
itself, and by
the energy radiating off of him reached us.
it was like a quantum transmission. Our brains were entangled with the video, his video submission, which didn't even exist, but we were entangled, and so we
were
somehow,
all mind dumped into this one thing.
I'll tell you what,
fighting a giant monster in the Pacific Ocean.
If there was a video submission, it'd be a lot better quality than this one. That's what I'm saying.
No, I refuse to believe that.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
People are just gonna think I have a shitty camera, and I'm gonna.
Yeah, if you're gonna be a continued part of the show, we're gonna have like a makeover tech style. We're gonna get you a good webcam.
I have a good. Oh my God.
Good internet, and some a nice microphone and some headphones. Because you gotta wear. Maybe we can wrangle an Audio Technica sponsorship because Chiz and I are rocking the ATH M50s.
All right,
and we can get you some of those. Heather, if you're watching, go ahead and get on it. Holy shit! There's 983 live people here.
What up, people?
Hello.
Well, they don't mean shit until we hit 1,000.
Yeah, I mean, come on, let's go. Tweet out. Twitch.tv/Lefty643, the greatest podcast on Twitch as of
ever
right now.
Did any of us tweet it?
I uploaded a video, I guess.
Yeah, it didn't go out. None of us tweeted it. I always retweet yours.
Tweet something so I can retweet it.
Oh, gee, wait. So I got to tweet something so both of you can retweet it.
This is the greatest. Because you're the host.
This is the greatest.
You're the one running it.
All right.
This is your ship. I'm just the pirate on it, looking to rape and pillage.
The pirate on it.
The pirate.
Yes, you are the butt. You are the butt pirate on the USS. That's not why you called.
Well, that guy did make a username and subscribe saying I did like man ass, and he had a point.
He said men's butts drive Chiz nuts. By the way, we got some donations that rolled in. Skillsy Shooter with a $20 donation. Ain't no party like a lefty party. Keep on trucking. Thank you very much, Skillsy Shooter. Nick, a $10 donation. He says thanks for all the entertainment, especially from PKA. Well, thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate it. The donation, really, they do help out the show, and yeah, it goes a long way to keeping us ad free, which I think is a good format.
I've been here for 10 minutes, and your subscriber base and your following, they're awesome. They're fucking donating and subscribing and all that kind of stuff. That's pretty awesome.
And the videos they made. The
videos they made were great. Don't worry, Chief Running Mouth. I saw yours. It was amazing. There may or may not be something in the works for you to make an appearance on some 3-letter name podcast. I don't know. I don't. You didn't hear it from me, but it was really good. Who was that other guy who Chiz you linked me to? The other one. It wasn't rendered out like in the proper aspect ratio. I don't think. It was like a small 16:9 video box in a larger 16:9 envelope, but oh god, what was the name?
I don't remember.
You guys were so good, we forgot all of you except Chris and Chief Running Mouth.
I was like, this dude is fucking awesome. Watch it, and I gave him the link, and I don't remember what it was because we went through so many of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was there was a younger kid who made a nice video. It was shit, I don't remember. We really should.
A lot of overseas people.
Really? Yeah, a lot of. Well, you know, we need a European flavor.
Ireland.
We need a European flavor to bring to the show.
European flavor. How many submissions did you guys get?
Maybe 3 or 4.
No, there was like 10.
I don't know. I didn't see. They
were on the That's Not What You Called subreddit, Lefty.
Oh, on the TNWYC subreddit?
Yeah, and a lot of
people
there tweeted them to me.
Cool.
Maybe we should go back there. Maybe I should make a Reddit account to actually admin and mod. I honestly don't have a Reddit account. I saw people talking about it and speculating on reddit.com/r/PKA. Like maybe he's got one and he doesn't tell us. No, I really don't have one.
I don't think I do either, honestly. I'd like.
Yeah, I saw. Chris, you had a video posted to Reddit about.
Some people posted the video I did the other day.
You did some nice parodies. So what's the deal going on with the COD thing? Now you were parodying. They've got a voice pack.
They're doing like a Snoop Dogg voice pack. And like some other like a drill sergeant voice pack and stuff too. And like everyone was just talking about it all day, and I thought it was really funny. So I was like, all right, let me do something like that kind of looks like almost an official Infinity Ward video, but just kind of shit on everything that they're doing, and just kind of it's satire. It's all in good fun. I have a good relationship with people at Infinity Ward because they put my game mode in Modern Warfare 3 when they didn't have to.
Oh, cool!
What was that?
That was Money in the Dank. It was called. It's a game mode that I created like in a private match, and then I made like a trailer for it, and it ended up getting a lot of steam, and we sent it to the Infinity Ward developers, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna put this in the game." I was like, "Really?" And they're like, "Yeah."
That's pretty
cool.
Like, cool.
Thanks.
Can they get me a
Nice, I
free
like that.
copy of Ghosts on PC
Can they? Probably not.
and an
'cause
extra hard drive to store it?
I've gotten nothing from that ever. From that whole situation.
Oh well, you need to market yourself better. But you can check out his if you're watching
My
this on
branding is
YouTube. Welcome to the club, buddy. Welcome
License
to
your
the.
branding.
I think this is an entire show of bad branding.
Is it?
Hey,
Everybody
don't
on this
lump
show
me
has got
in the
some.
group.
Dr. Coffee MD, really, bro?
One thing though, one.
No, you go by
Everything
Chiz. No,
else.
you go by Chiz. Your YouTube is Dr. Coffee MD. Your Twitch and Twitter are Dr. Chiz. You need to stick to a title, pick one, and stick to it, bro.
Yikes.
That's what you gotta do. I don't
Just
know.
made you
Fuck yourself, Lefty. How about that?
Well, hey, bro, I got bad
That's what I
bearing
say
too.
about
I'm not.
that.
I'm not trying to hide behind
I
it.
don't have any numbers in mind.
Shit.
Mm.
Damn it.
Boom. Numbers are the downfall of branding. You didn't know that, Lefty?
They are.
I made up for it with all the bunch of with the X's and the whatnot, lowercase capital.
Yeah, and your other branding has an X in it. You have hug and kiss at the end of your name. I'm surprised no one's like, and all the bad branding stuff. Nobody said that, and I just thought of it for the first time right there.
Oh, see,
Hug
that's
and kiss.
that's comedy gold. That's
I know,
comedy gold you got there.
I
Chiz.
take down planes.
Are you here all week? Are you here all week?
I'm
Where
gonna
do-
be here for a while.
You know, I mean, I'm not a comedy critic, but I would suggest you don't open with that one.
Ooh.
You're supposed to
Well,
lead with your.
You're not a
best.
comedy critic, so I.
No, I'm not.
just
I'm
give
not
sh-
exactly. I am properly.
Exactly.
Said
Carlin
your
will
material
tell you to fuck
sucks,
off.
as Lee said.
So we're going to give Chris here a test ride on That's Not Why You Called, and he has an open invitation to return at his leisure.
Very much appreciated.
Although we're not changing anything for you, whether it be branding or because we trust me, we tried that once. It
I'm
doesn't-
okay with what it is.
it didn't work.
okay.
We tried the whole rebrand with a third person, and yeah, it kind of backfired on us.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, so he's open invitation, and if he likes what we do here, and he likes our interplay and our banter, and he might very well be the third official host of That's Not Why You Called. No pressure though, bro.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I do gotta say
Not at
we
all.
had one prerequisite about choosing a third person.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't be more handsome than us combined, and luckily he's right under the bar for that because he's looking very suave.
The
with
camera
the faux
helps.
hawk.
Yeah, the
That's
camera
really
helps.
deep.
The camera helps.
We're
him
doing that
be
to
under
his
that
camera,
right?
just so the playing field is even.
Yeah,
Right.
we're blurring him out slightly just to protect
we had
his
to make sure that
right the
we represented
identities
that.
of people who
Sorry,
hasn't been convicted of a crime yet. So, so he'll be a part of our show.
Strike two.
He's keeping a secret list of like, here are things that they do that I fucking hate.
She just doesn't know a damn thing about wrestling. They're fucking up my webcam quality.
Yep. Yeah, we're holding you
Yeah,
down, man.
I named 5.
It's like that.
wrestlers.
What's that dystopian future novel? Where,
Dinotopia.
what?
Dinotopia.
No, the one where there was actually a really cool short done about it, where everybody gets tested. I think it's 1984, where everybody gets tested, and everybody that has if you're beautiful, you have to wear a mask. If you're smart, you have to wear something that plays loud noises in your head every 60 seconds or minute and a half. I think it's 1984, I want to say. But that's what we're doing to Chris here to make sure that he's on par with us in terms of beauty. And I'm sure his girlfriend would agree that she's probably so pissed. Like, why are they doing that? It's like
I want to see his face. No.
yeah, we're gonna
behind
next
the
time
big
either
guy.
if your webcam quality improves, we're gonna have to ask that you put a mask on.
All right.
Yeah, please.
Lucha
You
Libre.
know,
You,
you like
could choose. You could choose Rey
Bounce that.
Mysterio, Juventud, early
Green.
Look
Juventud.
at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
La Parca. Oh God, La Parca. You
Look
need
at
a.
you. I can. All right. I took a strike away. We're down to one now.
I actually
Austin.
I was a big wrestling fan
No, I know. And then you said you
back
got
in the
out of
Monday
it.
Night Wars. I
Yeah.
was huge into it. Oh God, what a great time for wrestling that was.
Oh man.
Great.
When there's
show.
competition, that's the best product all around for everybody.
Right when they
Because you're
jump
pushing
off the
yourself.
ropes and slam on the ground and
Jeez,
each other a
stop.
chair.
You're
Just
not
seriously,
gonna fool
dude.
me.
It's $60 for a year's worth of WWE Network. You get all the
it's
pay per
$60
views
of
live
something
streamed.
I don't want to watch.
But one pay-per-view itself would cost $60. So if you think about it,
I
it's,
swear
But
to God, watch
that's
WrestleMania
implying
and you'll
I
be
paid
hooked.
for the pay-per-views.
Treyhod just dropped a $15 donation. I need to make a submission video. Hi, Chiz, by the way. He says, thank you, Treyhod. the regular
Okay.
donator to the stream. No,
listen, you haven't solidified.
No, you haven't.
Or
No.
told us that you're.
you
like,
haven't
I'm
won over the
third.
viewership. You haven't won them over. You gotta.
Yeah,
All right,
until
all right.
you sit here in front of God and everyone.
Well, maybe if you let them see my face a little bit, and
No, that's not happening. That's not
No,
happening. We're not
because
fixing
they'll
it.
immediately say yes if that were the case.
I have the power in my hand right now. I can make it work, but I won't.
I feel like that's not completely a lie either. I feel like that's my serious.
Okay, so we gotta put all jokes aside and talk about the big.
Well, we there was another announcement, or do we not?
No, I'm
say-
gonna do it. I'm gonna do it
Oh,
right
okay.
now. It's the big one in the room. Excuse me, I've been sick the last few days. Sorry, I usually mute my mic, but that had to happen right then. But yeah, this is a big one in the room. I tweeted about it. A lot of people are here probably to hear about this, and I can confirm it to be true. And I'm gonna try to not spend too much time on it, but I can confirm it to be true that we are on iTunes now. That's Not Why You Called is now hosted, and you can find us on iTunes if you just search That's Not Why You Called. If you're watching this, Chiz, can you drop that link in the
I will drop the link
in the
You can
chat,
go
please?
Right there.
This right there, it'll ask to open up iTunes, and if you trust it, if you don't, well then don't. Just say no, and it won't do anything. And that's just iTunes. That's not us trying to fuck with your computer. That's just the iTunes link. We can't.
Go subscribe there.
Mm-hmm.
Download the shows there. Rate, leave comments there. We're gonna do. We haven't planned it all out yet, but we plan to do special things for the people that are listening and leave comments on the iTunes stuff. So you're gonna want to get on the ground floor.
So iTunes is or That's Not Why You Call is officially mobile. You can find us. You can find us there and take us with you on the go. We're gonna try to be. You know, this is weird because I've never done an audio only format to this kind of audience, so I don't know. I mean, I think we'd be audio only friendly. You know what I mean? Because we don't
would
really
think so.
Right, I was
rely
gonna
a lot
say
on
that.
visuals.
Like, I mean, we're not walking around with a bunch of fucking props in the background or anything like that. Like
until we
'cause I
have
watch
Carrot
some
Top
shows.
on.
It seems like the like the gaming community mostly, and a lot of like the people who frequent YouTube a lot are the ones who do more of the video podcasts. You know, I've always been just the straight audio podcasts. So when I came into like the whole gaming thing and YouTube thing, and I see people doing these video, I'm like, wow, I didn't really get it at first. I saw, you know, they interact with their fan base and that kind of stuff. But I've always been a fan of the straight up audio podcast. So I'm actually excited that this show is going to be on the iTunes.
On the iTunes.
On the iTunes.
Yep. I don't know
yes.
if you've got an Android device. I'm not sure.
There's a way to get it, and if we had a female individual with roja hair, she could explain it. There's a way to get it through like iPlay or something, some kind of app that you can get it.
Yeah, you can also find us on Podbean. Is where we are. So you can find us there and subscribe to the RSS feed that way. If you get if you have the Podbean app and you want to find us there, That's Not Why You Call. I'm trying to get TNWYC to return us, but for right now you got to type out fully That's Not Why You Called. Although I think
Or
on
just go to that
Podbean-
link.
or just go to that link. So we're on iTunes now. The big announcement. You know, I know a lot of people want to been talking about it this whole
That's
week.
all they've been asking about the whole
the
brief.
whole
That's all I wanted
time.
to know.
The
I've been
whole
getting
time.
tweets about it and stuff.
It's all over
just
the
talk about
PK
iTunes.
subreddit. They all want to know. So yes, we are now officially on iTunes, and it also would help us out if you go download, listen, ratings. We're gonna slowly take over the world.
Yeah, what? And we might have other announcements in the later. We've been working, or Lefty's been mainly executing things, but I've been throwing ideas out there of things to better improve this show down the road for the long haul. So we might have more announcements. But are we still in the unknown category?
I don't know where to put us.
We're
man.
we're in a 4. I've never seen.
What are
it
the
'cause-
options?
Well, because it goes like it's supposed to go like podcasts, and then you've got your list of categories. Like, and we're in technology, but then for some reason for us it goes podcast, technology, podcast, unknown.
I don't know. I can put us in gaming because we talk about gaming. We're on Twitch and we talk about gaming. That's pretty much every show. Once a show we'll have a segment about
That
gaming.
would make sense.
But
Where do you guys think we should go? And I'll throw it out there because I threw this out to Lefty. Like the 3 categories we could really shoot for are technology, gaming, and comedy. And I would like to do comedy because that's just all encompassing, but it's also one of the most competitive categories on iTunes, and we'll never hit. I'm a realist. We'll never hit any top chart in that category.
By the way, McCurlin just subscribed. Welcome to the Dog Pound. We got fun and games. Woo!
That guy plays on Warcraft on that.
Oh, he does?
No.
Cool. No chargebacks.
No, don't be an asshole. I almost charged back something.
Okay. Tell us the story.
Go ahead.
Survivor Man Season 5 has like 12 episodes, and I wanted to watch it because it had him and his son. I was like, well, that's different because he does everything solo. Doesn't even bring a crew out there. And I go to Amazon, and I'm like, I'm going to use this thing. Lefty says it's good to buy things off of, and I want it now. I don't want to torrent this shit. And it shows 4 episodes, and it's like buy full season for 10. So I buy it. And I'm like, because I thought it's only showing 4 episodes. Maybe it's got more if I go through it. Nope, just 4 episodes. And I was like, well, fuck. And then I searched for it because all the episodes have been out. And it's on iTunes, the whole thing, for like $15. I'm like, $25, not that bad. I don't really care. But it's only the Canadian's iTunes store, which I can't buy anything from unless I'm a Canadian citizen with a Canadian credit card. I torrented it, and I was like, I'm so mad because this is like a distribution issue here. I want to give you my money for the show, but you won't let me because I'm not Canadian. I was like, really, $10? Fuck it.
Is it? Do you have to have a Canadian credit card, or is it just a Canadian IP?
Canadian
Or
credit
address.
card.
Yeah.
All of that. You need to prove, like, you have to like set up a Canadian iTunes account with a Canadian credit card.
I'm sure there's a way to do that.
Damn, they got that shit on lockdown. That's
I would think
crazy.
there's a way to
But so you were forced into piracy by a lack of distribution, by a lack of availability.
Yeah, I didn't want to, and it was also a pain in the ass. Well, it's not a pain in the ass to hit 2 buttons, but I didn't want to. I wanted to buy it and just have it there in proper HD.
So what was the issue with Amazon? It was the whole. They said you were buying the whole season.
Well, because it said buy all of it for $10, and each episode was priced out at like. It actually doesn't make sense the more I think about it. I feel like I got cheated. It was buy all of it HD for $9.99, and it showed 4 episodes each for $1.99. That equals $8. I paid $10 for the full season and only got those 4. I thought I would get more.
Well,
so why would anyone buy the HD season pass?
I don't know.
That's a tough one.
I lost.
You know what, Amazon? Just go to a paid, just one subscription to rule them all model. You know, just because Amazon Instant Video, it's cool because they do have things like the Cosmos, which I watch during my workouts on my laptop. Is really cool, but I would much rather pay you, I don't know, what's a Netflix subscription for a year? 8 times 12.
I think I'd even pay up to $15 because they have so many different things that Hulu and Netflix just don't have. Like, they have a lot of TV shows on there and pretty current stuff like that. Survivor Man thing ended in March.
What do you get with Prime? Because I have something because I have Prime. But is it Amazon Instant Video? Because I've like literally never used it.
Well, what you get, it's not like a Netflix. It's not like if you buy Prime, you get access to all of Amazon Instant Video. What you get is certain things in the Amazon Instant Video library are free for you, and full HD, free, unlimited streaming. But it's not everything. Most of it isn't current, and
most of it's stuff you can find now currently on Netflix and other platforms.
And so I'd pay Amazon an extra, I don't know, $90 a year for access to stuff. Like if I just want the Cosmos instead of having to set up the continual subscription.
So you can't even pre-buy like a full season. You have to keep buying each episode every time.
No, you can if you set up like one-click buying or something like that. I think, I don't know, but yeah. So you get the 2-day shipping on Amazon Prime, even with the $100, and everybody's all pissed off that it's more expensive now, is totally worth it.
It's good.
It's so worth it.
I've purchased it 3 times. Never once has it been intentional. I go and get the free month of it to get something I need right then, and then never cancel the free subscription. It's like,
oh god, especially for that 2-day shipping. I'm such an impatient fuck when I buy stuff online. So that 2-day shipping is a godsend.
Yeah,
I get mad if I buy anything on Friday. I'm like, do I want to pay the extra $4.99 to get it Saturday?
I did for one.
I've done it a couple times.
I bought.
And I can't wait for my drones to come bring me my stuff too. I'm so excited.
I wonder if you shoot that down, do you get to keep? what they drive.
I honestly
Totally
like
take that shit.
I don't think
Everyone
that's
keeps
actually
saying that, but that's like saying if I hijack a fucking UPS truck, do I
UPS truck,
get
right,
everything in it, you know, it's or like, oh, they're gonna drop it and someone's gonna see the package and steal it off your door. It's like that's no different than seeing a big brown truck roll up and drop a package off at the door. They know there's something there, you know. Yeah. I just think it's cool, but they're only gonna do teeny tiny things. I want like a Lexus being droned to my house.
Being droned.
It's like what is it, the Chinook helicopters are the big ones that they just fly that mother in there.
No, fuck that. I want like 300 drones with one cable attached all lifting up a car.
So the chat said you keep what you kill. I like that. I like that. Whatever you can get out of the sky is yours.
Hey, as long as you use all of the drone and don't let it go to waste, you're fine. You know.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you gotta environmentally friendly when you're drone hunting.
What if you stole it and you had a copter, quadcopter, like the 199 one or whatever. You had one of those. You stole primes though, but then you took like an Amazon sticker and slapped it on the quadcopter. I can't fucking say that word, and then gave it back to them when they asked for it.
They definitely wouldn't notice.
They would notice
because it's not like their drones would cost like billions of dollars, so they're definitely not going to notice.
But who are they going to send to your door? It depends.
The fucking police. That's who.
But the police aren't going to know. Can they really distinguish the difference between two of them? Unless they have a photo.
I don't know.
I say do it. Somebody steal one of these. And
I personally, I don't even think
get yourself in the news.
One of these things. Be the test case for my possible criminal scheming.
I just picture people like setting up traps with like big nets and like it comes and lands in the zone and drops it. And like, go! And they trigger a net on top of it.
Great. I got one of them Amazon drones. By the way, Taxman DM dropped a $5 donation, and his message was "Welcome to the show, Dank."
Oh, thank you.
See, there you go.
Taxman, you're the man.
Loves, even though he doesn't know what you look like. If you saw how,
you know what? Go on my Twitter. I got a picture on my Twitter.
Go to my Twitter. I've got glamour shots, profiling, styling. It's all Photoshop touched up.
Swimsuits, getting around swim season now.
Yeah, it's getting warmer out.
You gotta hit the gym. No, because there was snow in fucking Chicago 2 days
ago.
Bro,
it snowed yesterday for no reason whatsoever. It was like 70 degrees the day before that.
Bro, it was like, 85 and sunny all week.
Yeah, but you gotta worry about getting shot when you go outside your door. So, and you gotta worry about sinking into the Pacific Ocean one day. So, no.
That'll never happen. I'm too far inland for that to happen. I'll be the new San Francisco if that happens.
No,
so
I need
it'll literally break off right there.
I live in a world where the entire state of California just gets chopped off.
You're still going to drift away.
Just the entire state. And all those damn liberals and their craziness.
Is that before or after we turn into 5 different states?
Hopefully before, because that's just.
I hope that's on the ballot, so I'll actually vote if that's on the ballot.
What, to create different states out of California?
Turn California into 5 or 6 different states. I think 6.
Why? Why would that happen?
Because they feel like the laws of all of California are hindering what people can do in Silicon Valley. Like there's restrictions and stuff like that. But it'd be nice also because then we wouldn't have to take all of the water that's up here and pump it down to LA, which then when there's a drought here, we get fucked. You know, everybody would have to rely on their own state. It'll never happen though. But it's just it feels like I'm living in a cartoon though when they even propose something like that. Like let's take an already existing state and break it up into fucking
like that's one thing you see like if maybe once in your lifetime, like probably not even that. People discussing additions to a country and splitting states and
the Dominican Republic, the Marianas Islands, they've been like that's the closest. Yeah, that's the closest we've gotten to a brand new state in a long ass time. Yeah. And just California being like, hey, 5 new babies. Here we go. Lots more.
Roll the dice on better governors. No more movie actors.
I don't know. Did California dislike the governor? They didn't like him?
Fucking awful. He was so bad.
Really?
And he was picking up after Walt Gray, who actually got kicked out of office his second term because he had like I think he got like an 80% negative vote on the recount or something, and he got kicked out, and that's when Arnold took over. So we've had 2 bad governors.
So what did Arnold do that the only reason I really liked Arnold was because I remember he had I don't remember if this was fake, but I believe it was 2009 2010, there was a letter circulating that was supposedly from the office of the governor, and it was to the state legislature, and it was about like the rejection of some bill that that Arnold had sponsored or whatever, and each line on the left side of the letter spelled out "fuck you."
That can't be real.
I don't know, but I mean,
Arnold is a badass, but
that's.
He was a badass. I won't say he wasn't. He had his own cigar smoking tent in the back. Like he didn't smoke in the Capitol or whatever, but he had his own little shack he could go and have cigars and stuff. He's a cool dude. He's just a shitty governor, and he was also a Republican, which doesn't really work well in this state. It's always weird to see, like, the populace is either red or blue, but then you see the opposite as the leader of it. So, well, we got an old guy now in place, and he's doing okay.
What I want to know is if you watch House of Cards. Speaking of politics,
I have not. It's been on my list of things to watch for a while. I've just been in,
Watch what? I didn't catch that.
House of Cards.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Amazing, is it not?
All of it. Yes.
Amazing. Phenomenal. Lefty. Like, however far down that is in your queue list, better move that shit up right now.
Really? All right.
Incredible.
All right.
Yep. Incredible.
I really love Kevin Spacey. He's an he's a fantastic actor.
He's amazing.
So are there just random breaks in character? Like I've never seen an episode.
He breaks the fourth wall.
He does.
Yeah, it's not a character break. It's the fourth wall break, and it's so perfectly executed. It's unbelievable.
Oh, that's sweet.
Those are my favorite parts most of the time.
It really is.
Chief Running Mouth made an appearance with a $5 donation. He says, "Hope all is well. Did you like my Lefty or Chiz impersonation better? Don't forget to subscribe to for $4.99 to Lefty's Twitch. Shout out to the Dog Pound and the TeamSpeak crew. Booyah from Chief Running Mouth."
I don't think he was here when we first talked about him.
Yeah, Chief, we talked about your video audition, and it was amazing.
It was super good. Like
I gotta see that. You keep talking about. I gotta see it.
Is it on Twitter? Can somebody can a mod
Chief Running Mouth? Can
a mod link it in the chat? Yeah. Don't if you're a subscriber, don't just go crazy linking stuff because Nightbot will cap your ass.
He did a show where it was that's not what he called, and he impersonated. He looked like Lefty and impersonated him nodding, and then he did me on the right. Tried to look like me and today, and then he put himself in the center and pretended to be a host on it. It was so cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think my favorite part was that they all worked in tandem because I had to watch it a few times to realize that Chiz and his version of Chiz and I were responding differently to. He had apparently a big ass cup that he would drink out of.
Wow.
So yeah, it was. I
gotta see that.
It's really good. So, but by the way, I don't know if you noticed this, Chief Running Mouth again. Chris, without even submitting an audition, was able to best you. I apologize, but other people who may or may not be a part of a I don't know, a 3-letter podcast have taken notice and really enjoyed your work. So there may be something cooking there, but you didn't hear it from me.
Yeah, that dude is so like I watched his submission. I didn't watch any of the PK.
Is this the one on the link? Okay.
What the? I'm sorry, what is this going on in the Twitch chat? What is Twitch doing with this whole group? You can have like subgroup chats going on.
Is there one going on?
I think. I just got a notification. It's like some kind of chat. I don't even want to click on it. I don't know what it does. I'm scared. Change. Freaks me.
I don't know. I don't have any groups. Whatever. Fuck it. It doesn't.
I just looked at the first.
This isn't Yahoo.
I just looked at the first 10 seconds of the Chief Running Mouth video, and I love it already. That's awesome.
Right? I watched the
awesome.
It's like awesome. And then I went and watched his PK survival submission video. I was like, wow, this dude is a badass. He's 31. He's mature. He's ex-military. Like all like.
And you know what he does? He adheres to the not better looking than either of the two current hosts rule.
Yep, we didn't have.
You got me on that.
we do. I mean, I don't mean to crap on your Chief Running Mouth. By the way, McGurlin, recent subscriber, just donated $5. Limitless are here. I don't know what that means, but okay.
That might be a faction on Woodycraft.
Oh, because you said he plays on Woodycraft.
Right.
Ah, I get it. That's
welcome.
Yeah, well, welcome. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Really, I do. But I don't mean to shit on you, Running Mouth, but, you know, we wouldn't have to apply a visual filter like we do to Chris's webcam to make sure that...
That's not even a knock at you. That's just how amazing me and Lefty are combined.
Yeah.
Goddamn incredible.
He is so pissed. He's adding to that list continually. It's just like, oh man, like I gotta flip the sheet over now. We're at that point in the
unreal
in list making. Do we have to talk? I mean,
it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's. I'm not gonna say much. I'm gonna try not to say much about the big stuff. By the way, Camping Police ST just subscribed. Welcome to the Dog Pound. We got fun and games. Woo! Thank you for subscribing.
Woo!
I'm gonna try not to say much about it here on That's Not Why You Called, but I can confirm that it is not a hoax. The idea of Wings of Redemption no longer being a part of PKA. That is not a hoax. It is in fact real, and it's something that we are all we might give some more details on PKA proper, but as of right now, we are all trying to handle it like adults and at least the semi-professionals that we pretend to be on YouTube. So that's where we are with that. That's the big news that everybody talked about. I was damn proud of my troll earlier. God damn it! I don't care. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to pat myself on the back. The big announcement.
Oh, the iTunes.
Yeah, we're on iTunes.
Yeah, I thought.
I could tell you almost broke it. Like, do we want to make another one? I was like, no, motherfucker.
Wait, I have something
just
planned.
Wait.
Don't ruin this for me.
Yeah, no, seriously, I've been thinking about it all day. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be so good. But what we will talk about is a host was swiped at. I think perhaps a little bit unfairly, and Chris, just looking from an outside observer, I think is gonna give us some input. But that's all we're gonna do is confirm it here. This isn't gonna be a wings bashing session. I don't think that's necessary. No. And like I said, we all agreed to, all of us, a part of PKA, agreed to, we're just going to handle it like adults. So, but Chiz, you were swiped at, and you made your triumphant return to YouTube after 4
months.
4 months after another which your last appearance 4 months ago was the abandonment of a reboot from another prolonged absence.
I haven't done YouTube properly since like 2012, so. Don't worry, I came back after 4 months to bank on those 2 videos and monetize them and put likes and ratings and comments on them.
Those are the greatest comments to see. Why did you have to make 2? What the like? Dude hasn't posted in 4 months. Shut up.
Like I said that. Like I had to make. I didn't want to make 2 because I felt like people wouldn't watch the second one, and I wanted to have that watched. I rendered it twice. And then a third time I had to split them up and the render worked and took for some reason. But those videos aren't monetized. I disabled ratings and comments because I don't care. Leave it for the subreddit. I made those videos because and people are like, why are you voicing your opinion on the matter? Motherfucker, everyone on the subreddit is voicing their opinion on the matter. Why am I any different? And the main reason I even stepped in is because I got swiped at. I said my 2 cents in the comments about him not going on the trip, and that was it. And then I got swiped at, and I'm like, all right, the camel's back, has been raped and broke. I'm done. I literally didn't, the night I made those videos, or the day I made those videos, I didn't sleep the night prior because I kept thinking about everything that was going on, and I'm like, I gotta do a video on it. And yeah, I was swiped at unfairly. He called me a backstabber, that uses people, which I've never done. Ever. I've known Lefty since like I said in the video, since like 2012 or whatever. Yeah, and the reason Chiz doesn't like me is because I told him how he felt, and I haven't talked to Wings in forever. I mean, I've said it in the videos, I won't beat a dead horse to death repeatedly. I won't already beat a dead horse. So, I mean, I will if I'm trying to get inside of it for warmth. But other than that,
like one of those that scene from
Solo, so.
Exactly right.
Star Wars.
All of a sudden, he knew how to use the lightsaber. All of a sudden, going from a gun.
Fairly simple.
I don't know, a big ass beam of light that chops people in half. I'm gonna be weary of it. Even in an emergency situation.
Contraption, big, complicated way to turn it on. It seems like just one big ass button that you press and then.
But I feel like it's just a sword, and yet there was so much training behind it.
Right, but it's not just a sword. It's like a 360-degree, very sharp, like ultra sharp sword. And plus, I mean, how does Han know he wasn't getting the he wasn't getting the Darth Maul double-edged one, the double-headed little action.
Well, that one didn't come out until years later. You knew that.
Yeah, that was like.
Well, actually,
in
in canon, it was before. Yeah, so technology-wise, yeah. Anyway, we got a rash of donations here before we move on. That we got to. Holy shit, there's a lot of people. Nuck and Foob says, "Hey Lefty, thought I'd donate and subscribe to help you your no advertisement month on Twitch. I really enjoy your content on TNWYC and PKA. I hope things keep going your way and you get well soon. Keep up the good work, buddy." Well, thank you very much, Nuck and Foobs. And let's see. Hold on a sec. There's my god, lots of people write lots of stuff. Haas with a $25 donation said, "You missed my last donation. God damn it! Don't make me do it again. Okay, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Thank you for the donation.
My apologies. Thank you for the donation. And you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and ban this guy that keeps inviting me to stuff because it's just constant fucking. Why Twitch would do this, I have no idea. This is probably the worst add-on that makes absolutely no sense because all of a sudden this new chat thing where it's like in beta you can get group invites and whatnot. I love Twitch and I love everything they do, but this is just a pain in the ass and is
welcome to Yahoo.
Dumb.
AOL chat rooms over here.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, ASL Chiz. I'm 14 female Florida. What's up?
I'm 17. I'm a he she.
How you doing?
But Chris, do you have any 2 cents on the Wings matter before breakaway?
Let me preface this by saying that I've never spoken to Wings personally, never had a conversation with him. I've watched maybe 2 episodes of PKA. So this is very much an outsider's opinion. I want to put that out there. I don't want people to think like, oh, I have inside information and I really know what I'm talking about. I'm more of a watcher and an observer. I see the way people act, I see, the things that are going on, and I just I collect it and I move on and I do what I got to do with my own life. Wings, his circle is continually closing, and I said this before we even started the stream. Wings' circle is continuing to decrease because of the way that he treats his friends, and if it's a situation where he's not necessarily surrounded by the right people or surrounded by the best people or surrounded by people who are going to help him kind of get back online. Because there was a time when I used to watch Wings' old Call of Duty videos, and he had some great stuff. And then somewhere along the lines, I don't know if he got caught up with maybe the wrong people or whatever was going on in his life, it started to have a negative effect on what he was putting out on the internet. If I could give advice to him, and he could take it or leave it, like I said, I don't know him personally, and I don't want to overstep any boundaries. I think he should take some time away from the internet as a whole, because the longer this stuff goes on, the more it starts to fill his head, the more self-loathing, self-pity, self-hatred, all that kind of stuff is just going to keep piling up, and it's going to cause him to turn on his friends, to turn on his subscribers, to turn on his followers, and to act out in these outlandish ways. And like I said, he doesn't have to take my advice. He might not even hear this, might not even give a shit what I have to say. But if I could give a piece of advice, I would say maybe try to take some time away, get yourself right. Because these people, I've known Lefty for a while now. Chiz I've only known recently. But these people, they want to help. I can tell Lefty, when he talks about Wings, he doesn't want it to be like this. He doesn't want Wings to not be on the show. He wants to help Wings in whatever way he possibly can, and a lot of people feel that way. I think that's just a thing that Wings hasn't accepted yet. He doesn't accept the fact that maybe these people do want to help me, and maybe I shouldn't, shut out the people who are trying to help me in these tough times. And maybe if he opened up and allowed people to help him a little more, it would kind of help him get back on track. That's just my...
Chris, I love you. And I thank you for coming on the show, but I can tell right now this isn't going to work because you violated the rule that we didn't even think to make up, which is too goddamn smart.
Yep.
And it's not going to work.
Elegant was on there as well.
Trust me, I did it. Yeah.
So wait, what laws have I broken already so far?
Too good looking.
Too good looking, too elegant, too intellectual,
Shit.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
White.
God forbid you actually get yourself a damn microphone. Mother of God. If you had
Yeah, can you even hear us, or are you lip reading right now? What's going on in your
I'm
ear?
lip reading. That's one of my many talents.
You know what I think it might be? A lot of people are talking about it in the chat, and we'll take a break from this stuff for a moment. Chris's webcam feed, it wasn't like this before we went live. So I think what it might be is my live streaming. So what I can do is, in the future, turn down the bit rate at which I stream, because again, this is a podcast, not a gaming thing. So in order for it to be at 1080p, it doesn't. We don't need 12,000 kilobits per second to make a nice looking image. So because there's
And
not
if
a
that
lot of
doesn't
moving
work,
parts.
then I could do it.
Then you can do what? You can.
What we're doing.
Oh.
I can do it because you're doing it right now.
Right. Okay. So then, yeah, we could. We can.
Yeah, that probably might even make more sense.
So we can try that. So it's a work in progress. This is the first time we actually probably should have tested this.
We haven't had anyone on in like a year.
A long ass time. It's been a long time.
And the last guy that was here left a pile of poop in the corner and never cleaned it up, and that's the residual funk you got going on Chris's screen right now.
Studio is awful.
I got
The
the
studio
funk.
just smells bad.
You can't afford a janitor. What are you,
Funk is
crazy?
fucking with my bandwidth.
The one you-
Yeah, no, it's
Ages and
Terry
stuff.
Funk actually. He's outside at the ISP.
Terry Funk, I got
fucking
Terry
around.
Funk.
Yeah.
Does that guy play mandolin?
His old ass.
No, he's a
Cheers.
wrestler. Damn it! All right, you need to get the WWE Network because it launched. It was a pretty good launch, I think. WWE's
definitely.
proprietary streaming service, and you get 12 pay-per-views for free, right?
All of them, yep.
You got to commit to a year. It's $60 for a year, right? Or like 60.
No, it's $60. It's $10 a month, so it'll be $60 for 6 months. You have to commit to that 6
Oh,
months.
you got to commit to 6 months. Sorry, not a six, but you got to commit to 6. You get access to all the pay-per-views live streamed. You get a 30-day backlog of Raws, the WWE live shows.
If they haven't updated that in a while, though.
They haven't. Oh, damn. So
The most recent Raw is like from a couple months ago, I think, like 2 months ago.
and that sucks because I was like, I've cut cable cords, but
You know what though? I would much rather see them bring back the old ones, honestly, than like just put out the new ones that were just out. Like they keep updating the 1993 log for like Raws from like 1 to 60. They're all like starting to get on there now.
Ooh, okay, but yeah, you get their back catalog of pay-per-views, live shows. It's actually, if you're a wrestling fan, even a casual wrestling fan, if you buy a pay-per-view a year, or you'll go to a friend's house who will buy the pay-per-view, you give them $5, $10, whatever. It's probably a pretty good deal for you.
It's absolutely,
and
I would recommend it.
It's totally worth it. I was sick in bed the other day. I had a fever, and I was just watching old WrestleManias. I went through and I watched the second Undertaker Shawn Michaels match, the Streak versus the Career, and oh my god, what an amazing match that was!
Incredible.
Despite that spot from Michaels doing the moonsault from the top rope out to the outside was incredible. Like he was
The top
how old
rope?
Was he? Yeah, well,
The top rope.
That's dangerous. If you
The
fall
top
back
rope.
into the
Yeah.
shroud.
or no, was it a moonsault or a lion salt? I don't even remember.
It was
Star power.
probably a moonsault.
But how old was he at that time? He had to be in his late 40s, right?
I think early mid 40s. Yeah,
Old ass man doing that.
He's pushing on his he's pushing his late 40s now, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a really good value. But it launched and it's really good. So Chiz, you got to get it. $60, a $60 commitment for 6 months, and you will be up to date on wrestling. You'll know most of the terms and lots of stuff like that.
I got heal. I'm good. And
You got
Star
heal.
Power,
right. You got
whatever
heal.
the hell
Well,
that is.
you got to learn heal, push. You got to to give somebody a push. Yeah.
Get over.
To get over. Kayfabe is the whole idea of the fake, thing. You got to
staying in character, and then living the lie.
shoot. Worked shoot. Let's see what else is there that you probably clean finish is probably one. And that's
If
you're
you
good
remember
there.
all these,
Yeah. So you got it because again we're a wrestling podcast now, Chiz. I'm trying to tell you this whole show
But
is
in real
basically me trying
fighting,
to say.
Bisbee just beat Kennedy the other night, which was ridiculous.
Wait,
Bisping
Kennedy?
should- Yeah.
Kennedy.
There was a wrestler named Kennedy. And he was
Back to wrestling, Chiz. Boom.
No,
No,
real fighting.
I
real
can segue
fighting.
you out of any conversation with a wrestling term. I guarantee you.
Because it's fake.
It is fake.
fake.
And you know,
Whoa.
I have
over there.
I'm not a regular wrestling guy. I was brought back into the fray with the launch of the WWE Network and WrestleMania, and I was like, screw it, because I'll watch WrestleMania. And I was live tweeting the event the whole night and having a lot of fun with it, and I had forgotten that there are so many people that are so quick to remind wrestling fans. Now, Chris, you are a big wrestling fan, and you're just
Huge.
You've been in the game for a while. How like do those people go away eventually? Those people that are like, it's fake, right? It's fake. Oh my God, how can you like that? It's fake.
For some reason, there has to be a constant reminder that it's fake. Like, bro, I've been around for a while. I understand that it's fake, but my favorite response to when people say that it's fake, oh, fake, how do you watch that shit? It's scripted, it's not even real. Okay, how do you watch any action movies? They're not really getting punched in the face.
Real
really
world. That's reality TV.
They're really getting drunk and having just incredible amounts of sex with each other. Relationships be damned. So yeah,
exactly. Like, give me a Chuck. Well, Chuck Norris is a legitimate badass, but in the movies, he's not actually punching people in the face.
he's killing those drug dealers. No.
Right.
He actually
Chuck
actually
Norris
went
is
to
overrated.
Bombay. He actually went to Beirut and saved those people as Delta Force. Okay,
Chuck Norris is the
Still
most
real to me.
overrated thing on the internet.
and then the second time he killed
being,
those drug dealers.
You need to look at wrestling the same way you look at a scripted action movie. Like, if you look at it for face value as like a fighting program, that if you watch it the same way you watch UFC or the same way you watch a boxing match, then you're doing yourself an injustice. Like, you need to look at it as if it's a movie or as it is a scripted form of entertainment.
Now, if they put Jason Statham in the WWE, I would start watching that shit.
Would you?
If they started putting action movie
they put
stars,
Mickey
like,
Rourke in once, I'd go by Mickey Rourke.
did they really?
Yeah.
How do you stand up?
It wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Mickey Rourke?
Chiz is talking about Jason Statham.
Oh, but Mickey Rourke was actually
Mickey Rourke was at Mania 25, I want to say.
that was in the to promote the wrestler, right?
Yes.
Oh God, that was.
They just need to take action movie stars and put them in there, and I'll start watching. Like Sly.
No.
Stallone.
Oh God. Well, you know what? He'd probably fit in with the older crowd, the older bunch of wrestlers. They can all be like, yeah,
Hey, he breaks shit while filming movies. He will wrestle.
yeah. Him and Ric Flair can bring it back, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan, which they put his corpse out there once in a while.
I'm excited that Evolution came back, and I'm hoping Flair comes out and does something with them too.
I can't watch Raws. I want to watch Raws. I need to find a way to pay for them to watch. Well, dude, yeah. Oh my God, you ruined storylines. But I would pay WWE $15 a month and I know their TV deals are coming up soon.
They are. Yeah.
So I'm hoping that they're going to try to secure it for like, hey, we can also live stream our regular shows on our app or on our network, and I hope they do that. And if it comes with a $5 a month price increase, fuck it, dude, I'll watch it.
I know my sister cut off her cable and she streams it too. So I'll ask her where she watches. Like, apparently it's live, it's good quality. So I'll ask her where she streams it from.
All right. Cool. But for me, I really like watching, in terms of it's like watching live performance art.
Yeah.
And watching guys try. It's a little bit acrobatic. I mean, there are wrestlers that are incredibly acrobatic about it, but it's more, just it's live performance art interweaved with pretty bad acting. Sometimes good acting, but mostly bad acting.
A circus soap opera meets, an action movie meets a dramatic dramedy. And some love
Doesn't ever meet
entanglements.
UFC.
Well,
they used
no.
to-
But they're different things,
Yeah.
This
There's-
isn't a
yeah,
sport.
exactly.
Yeah, I know.
It's just
There's the sport of fighting, and then there's the fake art with the tights and the stuff.
Right.
I'm playing the heel right
Scripted.
now. I'm
You are
getting the
playing
shit
the
right.
Now, see, there you go. He's just going to keep rolling out that term, playing the heel.
I got one under lock. All right? Good.
Better than
That's all I need to know.
what we started with.
Now, speaking of shitty performance art, there was the Boston Marathon is next week.
right.
Sunday, I want to say.
Well, Sunday's Easter.
Yeah, I think it. But this is the 1 year anniversary of the Boston Marathon bombings, and they already have the finish line and all the stands all set up. But apparently, there was allegedly, again, this is a standing wave of allegedly when we talk about crimes and criminal stuff on this show, so we don't get fucking sued. But go ahead. You want to sue a middling podcast on the internet for saying shit about you?
We're on iTunes.
If you got
Not the one that I'm on.
But yeah, we're on iTunes now, taking over the world. Go ahead and download that shit and like it and favorite it. There was allegedly some art student who's big into performance, like actual performance art, which I just call weird for the sake of weird. But he had some backpacks, took them that were filled with stuff, took them down to the finish line of the Boston Marathon, which was, just empty. There weren't many people there, local businesses or whatever. And he placed them around the areas where the actual backpack bombs were. And then he was parading barefoot down the street in Boston, dressed in like a black shawl and a long black veil over a hat. He had a hat and a long black veil, and he was screaming "Boston Strong" and doing some kind of jive ass shit down the street, and he was arrested for that. And one of the backpacks had apparently a rice cooker with confetti in it, so it was very clear what he was trying to emulate. And my initial reaction was like, well, what the fuck is he getting arrested for? I mean, it's obvious what he was trying to do, but at the end of the day, the guy had a backpack with some confetti and rice, or a rice cooker and confetti. But that's just so dumb.
What?
That's such a dumb way to try to make a statement that, this is even worse than those guys that try to talk about their their Second Amendment rights by open carrying. Those guys, those videos are all over YouTube. And it's like, I can defend those guys because they know exactly what they're doing. They're not actually going out to protect themselves. They're going out for the express purpose of getting stopped by a police officer so that they can film it and put it on YouTube. But this guy, it's just, you're such a jackass.
Seriously.
That it's like, what? Come on, man. How can there's no defense for that. You knew exactly what you were doing.
There's no excuse for you to be a human being with a functioning brain and a working body and just any functioning piece of yourself. Nothing in you in any way, shape, or form should be like, hey, this is a good idea. Like, not one piece of your mind whatsoever should ever think that that's remotely intelligent to do.
Him and the American Airlines girl can share a jail cell.
God, that!
Oh my God!
I have
Is that real? Is that real though?
I think it's real.
It's totally
Is
real.
that real?
It was
Or is that a
reported.
troll?
Yeah,
Or is that
she
a
got
troll
a-
for it?
She got arrested here.
She got arrested.
Really?
She was a European national from some country in Europe, I think.
from the Netherlands. So,
So she's gigantic, first of all.
Yeah, this girl,
Like 6'5".
Sarah, at Queen Dimitrex, tweeted at American Airlines, "Hello, my name is Ibrahim, and I'm from Afghanistan. I'm part of Al-Qaeda, and on June 1st, I'm going to do something really big. Bye." By the way, not smart. I mean, you're 14 or 13, but that's really fucking dumb. And American Airlines respectfully replied with, "Sarah," because that's her name on Twitter, not Ibrahim. "We take these threats very seriously. Your IP address and details will be forwarded to security and the FBI." And then she freaked out and was like, "Sorry, it was just a joke. Sorry. And at the same time, she was gaining all of these Twitter followers. So she's like, "Wow, I got 3,000
Oh my God, I'm famous.
I'm
Oh my
famous.
God.
I wanted to be this kind of famous, not that kind of famous." And then she got fucking arrested.
No, but it's okay because she blocked the FBI. She blocked
Right,
at
she said that
FBI
too. She's like, "Just to be safe, I blocked the FBI."
because they
See,
can't see it anymore.
That's what makes me think that this was like a troll account and it wasn't.
No,
or
people
this
are
is
just
like
that
some
dumb.
sort
No,
of-
she's 13, 14 or whatever, so she's not fully developed, and she just thought it'd be funny, and she's an idiot, and
Oh my
she
God!
got fucking arrested.
I gotta
blocked
leave that one out
FBI.
there.
Oh
You
my
said
God.
she was
the FBI.
just
The amount of channels that went through from her tweet. They contacted the FBI, who then acquired the information to locate her. The FBI doesn't deal with international issues, so they contacted, like, I assume whatever fucking-
Interpol. I've watched enough action movies.
Yeah.
Interpol.
Interpol,
You just gotta say it.
Interpol.
I don't know if that's a thing, but the
Interpol's a
movies say
thing. I
it is.
just don't know if it's
Definitely a
everything
thing.
in Deutschland. And then they went and arrested her. One tweet.
Unreal.
All it took, because you're that fucking dumb.
Unreal.
And again, I tend to defend people. That one kid that was held without being charged for months because he said somebody was like, "Oh, you're so angry," and he said on Facebook, "Yeah, I'm gonna go kill all the kids and eat their still beating hearts or whatever." That kid that got arrested and held without being fucking charged. I will defend that because it's a threat. I felt threatened. There's a difference between a threat and feeling threatened. We need to establish this first of all. But it's not really, I'm going to kill all the kids and eat their still beating hearts. Like, really? We're arresting people for that now, for hyperbole? Right. And I can defend that. But this is like, exactly what you're doing. Unless
this is a direct.
Right. Unless
hey,
you want
American Airlines. Like,
unless you want to make the point of, unless you want to play on, unless you're trying to make a point about the just inherent profiling. Like, I'm from, now she said Al-Qaeda, right? She said I'm a part of Al-Qaeda.
Right, I'm in Al-Qaeda.
Like, that killed it. But if she said, "Hi, I'm Ibrahim, I'm from Afghanistan, and on July 1st, I'm really looking forward to flying on your airline."
That wouldn't have
but if they got pissed at that, then you can turn it around and be like, "Oh, well, wait a minute, somebody from Afghanistan
right.
can't
She wouldn't have gotten arrested for that or anything. They definitely would have had their fucking eyes on her.
I disagree. I think she probably would have been arrested for that, or
You
at least
think she still
invested
got arrested?
for just that. I think we're at that point.
That's still a stretch. I mean, it feels very, I'm gonna do something-ish, but I feel like it would have went as far as the authorities, Interpol, whatever, in her area would have been
watched
on alert. She wouldn't have been picked up or anything. But her, I'm in Al-Qaeda, June 1st.
Yeah, exactly what
all
you're
that
doing.
tweet was missing was hashtag bomb at the end.
Right, exactly.
Or hashtag TikTok or something like that. Yeah, it's just, and of course, I know she's from Europe or the Netherlands, and their laws are different there, and they're not the same as the U.S. And I'm only familiar.
There's a difference between laws and
right, just
common sense,
and right and wrong.
Yeah, there are many ways you don't. I was thinking about this, and in the United States, we have in our Constitution, the First Amendment, one of the protected, most hallowed rights, is the freedom of speech. However, our Supreme Judiciary has said, well, hold on, slow your roll there for a second, or shall I say, let me throw some salt in your game, because you can't just say whatever you want. You can't run into a theater and yell fire and then not be held responsible. Be like, freedom of speech. And I was thinking about that, and it's like there are many ways to yell fire in a crowded theater that don't involve you actually yelling fire. So if you go into a crowded theater and set off a smoke bomb and then start screaming and run out, you probably should be responsible for the aftermath of that. And you can't just, even if she was trying to be like clever and like, oh, I'm gonna just fuck with American Airlines or this performance art weirdo in Boston, like, oh, I'm just gonna fuck with people a week before the Boston Marathon. It's like, you're just being an asshole.
Yeah,
and that's not protected, and that's certainly not cool.
Definitely.
People fucking blow, man.
They do. There was a guy coming. He was flying over here to Sacramento, and he tried to open the door while in the plane.
Well, that's got to be just psycho. Just somebody having
which
a
I
breakdown.
always thought that happened to my parents. Almost somebody tried to do that, but I always thought that the doors just don't open at 30,000 feet. Like, that's what I've heard. But I listened to it briefly, and it was like, no, you physically, no matter what, will never open that door when you're going, because you're going 550 miles an hour with all of that wind resistance on the door. There's no way you'll open that door. You just can't with the amount of pressure against it.
Harrison Ford did.
Harrison Ford did.
Harrison Ford did. God damn it, Air Force One, baby.
At the very end, when
get off my plane.
But no, that was the back cargo bay.
No. We opened the door when they were doing that whatever that was supposed to be. Like
the very end with the zip line?
Most action movie stuff, like, it's kind of based in like, it's feasible, but we're gonna hook up two goddamn planes.
Well, that's
and
fine.
Send people with zip lines. Like, come on. But I think he opened that. I think he opened that door. Which,
well, what
did it?
I don't remember.
I don't know. I just describe all badass things.
The moral of the fucking story is, like, just take a minute out of your day and just be like, you know what, maybe I shouldn't be an asshole today. And, like, the world would be such a fucking better place if you just took 5 seconds and said, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that, because that's just fucking stupid. Like,
and check yourself, too.
Place.
Do an asshole check. Look in the mirror every 2 hours and be like, have I done anything douchey?
Am I an asshole? And if the answer is yes, take some time, chill out, and don't go out in the fucking world and rub it on other people.
There you go. You got to hear it here first, kids. Check yourselves, because you might end up wrecking yourselves.
Boom.
Keep that Keep that in mind. And also apologize. Just
And
apologize.
that's the bottom line. Because
Just apologize.
Apologies go a long way. Man, they really, really go a long way.
They're not just for physical things that happen to people.
Right.
There's emotional and mental things that you can harm somebody with. And
So does just being nice. Compliments go a long way. Just being a generally good person.
No, no. I see that ploy. I'm going to snuff it out right now. I am not removing the filter that is making your webcam look like shit. It's not happening. Nice try.
Be nice to me.
Nice try. No. If you want to be a part of the show, you're going to have to learn to deal with stuff like that. Like pretty much constantly.
I'm trying to spread love and joy.
Yeah, well,
so did Gandhi, and so did Martin Luther King, and so did John Lennon. Guess what fucking happened to them?
Yikes! As my life
pull up the picture of you.
Strike 3.
They threatened to execute me.
And period. Close book.
Dear Diary, today I was on the most hateful podcast probably ever invented.
People didn't even see me. They didn't let me get seen.
They couldn't even know. Whatever. I'm done.
So, don't be an asshole, kiddies.
Seriously.
Don't
be nice. Be nice to people.
Yeah, apologize. I mean, I'm still going to be an asshole. I mean, I'm talking about for you moving forward.
Well, I'm sure.
Humanity. So
everybody has asshole-ish tendencies. Everybody, no matter how much of a saint you might try to be. But when it comes to interacting with other people and being in public and you sit at home by yourself, you can be as much of a fucking asshole as you want. As long as you don't spread it around and make threats on the internet and just act like a douchebag everywhere you go, then you'll be fine. So be an asshole at home when you're by yourself. Okay?
Don't be an asshole when you go to certain things like PAX and whatnot. And speaking of PAX, Chris went to PAX. I know. I had to figure out some fucking
How was it? I've never been. I want to know.
A question. Did you play Evolve?
I didn't play a goddamn thing because everything was like a 4-hour line, and I just not gonna
exactly. No one.
Gonna deal with it.
That's what I told Lefty. That's why I didn't go because
I talked to a lot of people that played that. Everybody said it was really cool, but I can't speak on that personally. So cool. Yeah, I'll say that it looked pretty dope, but I can't. I'm not waiting 4 hours to play a game that's gonna come out in a month. Like I don't know.
Well, Wolfenstein is going to come out pretty soon on Steam. I'm wondering if that's
June 4 or whatever.
Is that going to be good?
No,
I'm getting it
because it's supposed to come out in a month. It releases in May 2014, which I don't know what that means. Like we're a month away. We're less than a month away from May, and there's not even a specific date set yet. So it's
I'm pretty sure there's a date. It might not be on the Steam store, but I looked it up yesterday. It's like it might be a month away. I think like May 19th or something.
Oh, okay. But and also. For a game that's only a month away from release, at least on PC, because it's been out on consoles, right?
No, it's all releasing at the same time.
Oh, it's all releasing at the same time?
Wolfenstein New Order is all releasing on the same day.
Oh, okay. Well, I did not know that. However, there don't seem to be a lot of like in-game engine pictures. It all looks like pre-rendered cutscene stuff. And I'm worried about that.
Yeah, it should. Rightfully so.
Because why don't you want to show me what
your game looks like?
I just think there's not enough hype around it. Period, and that's fine. It's not going to be a crazy, amazing.
Yeah, it's not going to be a.
I'm going to get it because I'm a fan of the series and it looks good and it's a new take on the entire thing because it's almost like a reboot. But it's going to be running off of the id 5 engine, I think, or id 4 because it's developed by them, I think, or they license it. That's why they're packaging Doom 4 with it.
Cool.
Because they're behind that.
Right.
So
I mean, like overall, PAX was cool, but I didn't necessarily see it. Like I would say maybe Watch Dogs was the only thing that I saw that I got even more excited about. There were a lot of other booths and games and all that kind of stuff, but just that Watch Dogs booths and I was like, oh wow, I gotta see what's going on with that because I'm very excited about that.
Did you meet anybody cool?
Did I meet anybody? I met a couple YouTubers. I met Nobody Epic. Who's like 6 feet 9 inches tall and is just completely massive. And a couple of everybody was really cool that I met. It was cool overall. I don't really know what people expect when they go to those things. I thought it would be a little more. What's the word? I don't. If I say less cheap, and make me sound like an asshole. Like it was very. Enclosed. It was a small space. There wasn't a whole lot of room for people to walk. When you get a lot of people in such an enclosed space, smells start to start to come up.
Oh, okay.
Things of that nature.
And gamers might tend to not be the best in terms of personal hygiene.
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
Right. That might be what I'm trying to say in the nicest possible way, without being.
Is that your motherfuckers smell bad?
No, but it was cool. You know, I met cool people, and it was fun.
Did you go out to any of the parties? You get wasted and.
I did not. You know, what's really funny is we were going to go out with a couple other YouTubers, but a really good friend of mine, who I hadn't seen in a very long time, I saw him post up on Facebook that morning. He's like, "Oh, I'm in Boston." I was like, "I'm in Boston too." So I hadn't seen him in like over a year, and he was playing with his cover band at a bar that was like 5 minutes from us. So I was like, "See my actual friend, or go out with people that I have never seen or really like."
So what you're trying to say is you went back to your hotel room and played video games.
False. That is incorrect.
Or you streamed WWE Network on your phone trying to watch.
Bro, the internet was so shitty there too. By the way, I couldn't like. I tried to because I can't go to sleep without the TV on in some way, shape, or form. So I usually put the network on, just put something random on before I fall asleep.
Yeah, that's why hotels are awesome. You can just put on like Channel 5 or whatever the hell it is. Local random news.
We hooked up the laptop to the TV and then like tried to get it to shrink, but it was just terrible quality. I couldn't deal with that.
Internet or hotels, up your internet game. You got to do it. That should be an option. Like I'd pay an extra $20 or I don't know, not 20, probably $5 a night if I was guaranteed to have good internet there, so I could actually.
It's not
upload
so
videos
bad. Like it's you pay for the internet if you want it, period, and they give you like third world country speeds. It's not like, hey, we have free shitty internet, and if you want the good stuff, pay us. It's just shitty internet, period. Like no matter what, you go to the Westin, like 5-star hotel, and you might get a 1 upload or something.
Right, exactly.
Well, I mean, you're in the hotel biz. You gotta be making bank, man. Get one of those big ass fucking switches and a business line, bro. and you can totally do it. So I don't know. We'll see about going to a
PAX announced PAX.
Yeah, they're doing a PAX South.
January.
So there's that.
Where's that?
Yeah.
Where's that gonna be?
San Antonio. They couldn't have picked Austin, which is fucking a great city for that type of thing, or Dallas. And it's in January. It's not like any other events are going on at that time except CES, which is in Vegas. They picked San Antonio, which anyone from San Antonio has moved out of San Antonio.
Why did you just say San Antonio with like a New York accent? Like San Antonio. When you tell you when you go down to San Antonio, you don't want to go.
You come from San Antonio, you leave San Antonio. It's a kind of a shithole.
I'm sorry, San Antonio. I'm sorry.
It's funny every time people go to PAX and they hang out with the Boston community when they go to restaurants. They're like, man, they're all assholes. Like people from Boston must travel out and think everyone's a pushover bitch, like waiters and stuff, because everyone's nice. And like in Boston, everybody's super cold and cutthroat and just down to business. And they have crazy fucking cab drivers. Like they make up lanes in the fucking street. Like what? You can't go diagonal? Fuck you! I can go diagonal through the street.
We took cabs from the hotel to the convention every day. I wouldn't say they were any worse than New York cab drivers. I'd probably put them.
Well, yeah, but when you're measuring up cab drivers against New York, anything is going to look like even the most crazy driver, because like that's where you cut your teeth in New York. You can make it anywhere probably.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All I'm saying, PAX North, Chicago. You got the McCormick place. You can go.
I've never been to Chicago and I always wanted to go, so that'd actually be a pretty cool reason.
Man, if he was in Austin, I'd have been like, fuck, I'm buying tickets now. But San Antonio, it's 2 hours or an
Make
hour
it in
away.
the summer, June or July in Chicago, McCormick.
They won't do that. They can't do that, bro. Australia. PAX Australia is in the summer.
Oh, PAX Australia?
Is that a thing?
Yeah, see? Yeah,
Wait,
that's the thing.
But it's like during winter for Australia, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's our summer. Everyone from here has to fly over to Australia if they want to go to it.
Oh.
Like the Penny Arcade guys, the people that put it on, and the vendors themselves that can't really split themselves up if there was another one at the same time.
That's bullshit.
But as soon as I heard PAX South, I'm like, you got to do North, and what else is North? You're not going to put it in fucking bumfuck nowhere, Canada.
Minneapolis.
Chicago.
PAX in Minneapolis, baby. Go hang out with Minnesota Burns.
North Dakota.
Freezing for no reason.
Yeah.
PAX North Dakota.
PAX North Dakota. PAX Winnipeg or something.
They can't stream any of their panels from the North one in North Dakota, though. There's no internet.
Yeah, they're all on VOD like a week after when everybody gets back to civilization.
The Evolve game, have you seen any of it, Lefty or Chris?
Yeah, I watched.
No, I haven't. I've seen a lot of people freaking out about it. What's it all about?
It looks
So
cool.
the guys who made Left 4 Dead, it's actually not Valve. It's like Turtle Rock, I think. They're the guys who made Left 4 Dead. They're making this game called Evolve, and it's the publisher is 2K, and it's like 4 dudes, and you have to play as each one. You can't double up, and they're different classes of people, like medic and assault and stuff. And then there's like one big monster type thing, and like it's basically if you play Left 4 Dead, it's like fighting a tank, but like excel. Like that's the whole game, and like there's these. It just looks so cool, and everyone that's played it seems to like it, and I'm totally down because I fucking love Left 4 Dead. So
Yeah,
like,
Left 4 Dead
I
was
would
great.
play this. They said like the map is it's like in like I don't know like jungle, but like the map is like the size of a battlefield map. But there's a class that can like throw down a dome and encapsulate the monster in you, so you can all duke it out close quarters, and you have to work together. It just looks so good.
It does look crazy. And they had a giant statue of like a replica monster there too that looked pretty badass.
Yes, see, they're doing it right.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good.
By the way, Chiz, Trials Fusion comes out
Oh yeah, it
in
came out today.
exactly in a week for PC.
Oh,
Oh,
PC.
PC.
PC
Yeah,
or go big or go home on PC, baby.
I think I may just buy it twice. I haven't even bought it on console yet, but I just prefer playing with my controller, even though I can plug it into my PC. But
yeah, I remember when we first tried playing Trials Evolution.
it's such a pain in the ass,
With
dude.
the-
You play as the worst fucking front store interface ever.
It doesn't make any sense. It's like they had no idea how to
We
like
had
how
to
do
port
PC controls
forward
work.
to play together.
Oh God. Oh
That's
yeah.
Remember?
Oh yeah, because Uplay was being awful.
Yeah, we couldn't connect, and I had to port forward just to get in the game. Fuck. that's
You
so
know what?
annoying.
If you ever grow up to be the head of a major video game corporation, let me say this: please don't try to corner the third party client market. Just don't. Uplay is awful. Origin is awful. And I know people are gonna say, well, Steam has issues too. Yes, it does. However, Steam has been, hashing out those issues for how long? Since 2008, right?
Consistently, yeah.
And they've been working through those issues, and they know traffic issues, and they know all these things that Ubisoft and EA and if any other corporation or gaming corporation tries to start one up, they know the issues that these companies don't know about and are going to have to go through, and it's just give Steam a little bit of your money. It's okay.
And it's centralized. That's the thing. They already have the platform of people there. Steam is number one. People go there first for everything and the sales and stuff. So weigh the pros and cons. Where do you think you'll make more money? On your own thing that people do not want to use, period, and don't even think about it, or just Steam, where everyone has Steam open at all times and can go to their library and play it? Give them the fucking 20-30%, whatever it is. Don't be that. You'll probably lose money if you want to make your own stupid fucking store.
Yep, because you're going to have to your projections, because you've got to pay for all the hosting, and you've got to pay for all this stuff and hope that your game sells well and isn't a gigantic piece of shit like, I don't know, Battlefield 4. But
Yeah, name a game that's like kept EA up there. I mean, I've bought in Dead Space 3 on there and stuff. Like, I'll buy stuff there, but there's nothing there that has like converted people over to like, I use Origins now. I'm an Origins guy. you
yeah,
know?
I gotta have my Origin, dog. Gotta have it. What is this Steam bullshit? Get out of here. EA titles for the win. It's great during Steam sales too. All of a sudden, Origin tries to like put on sales, and it's like, hey, this game that's like 3 years old. How's
no one's ever gonna want to play.
Yeah, how's 50% off sound? Like, really? This game's $4 on Steam right now, and you want
Yeah.
17. Get out of here.
And
And
Steam
you
is
charge
doing-
tax, by the way, because there's like
Yeah, 'cause
one
you have
EA
stores.
store randomly. There's one EA store for like CEOs or something. So now you
Yeah.
have to charge tax. Kiss my black ass.
Yeah, and Steam just keeps getting bigger because I mean they did the Greenlight. They're doing the Greenlight project right now, but I think they're actually going to go away with that. So you can just put your game up on the Steam store and let people buy it or download it. EA
real.
doesn't have any of that shit. I mean, indie devs are an extra source of revenue. Just stop being fucking stupid. Yeah.
I love the middle fingers that are just like, ah.
Fusion is gonna be 4-player. That's a 4-player game, right?
Yep.
I'm going to try to convince everybody to get it for PKA plays. Or
do that
maybe TNWYC plays.
I'm down. I'm down for that.
Well, you're not officially on the show yet, Mister. I don't want to be pressured.
they'll be play a game.
No, well, so we're not. It's not TNWYC plays until it's all the stuff. So
Fine. Could just be Dank and Lefty and Chiz plays.
yeah, no more makeup.
DLC, bro. It writes
Oh
itself.
wow!
Oh
The
wow,
DLC
That was
show.
pretty sly.
that's pretty. The DLC show. No, we talked about rebranding the show.
As soon as we rebrand, we'll lose you.
No, I swear to God, as soon as we rebrand, you'll not show up, and then you'll probably
Just
take a
talking
break
about the
from YouTube.
rebranding, you'll take a break. For
I
3
get
weeks.
shivers when I think about rebranding. I'm like, oh my God.
Look
That
at
was
it.
that was a time.
It's like, don't hit me again. Oh my God. No, it was.
We got to stop re-hitting 0 on the counter. You know,
Yeah.
technically, we're what fucking like 50 episodes in almost. I think if you combine the
For
Lefty
that's
show.
not why you call. No, for that's not why you call it, because we miss stuff with the Lefty Show all the time too. The Lefty Show. Was
No, but I
13
mean the
episodes.
actual episodes we did. If you count, like we went
Oh
to
yeah.
and then you add it to here. We're almost at 50. We can't reset the fucking counter again.
No, especially on the streak, man. We can't undo the streak. We got to go for Taker's record. We gotta unseat Taker.
That's true.
And then can we wrap up the show with that? Can we explain like why? Explain it to me why Lesnar unseated Taker's streak. For Chiz, for you don't know, WrestleMania, Undertaker has been a mainstay in the business for a long time, and he has been not always the number one product that the WWF turning into the WWE has had, but he's always been there, and he'd started developing a streak. I don't know if they wrote it in from the beginning, but all of a sudden they realized, like, holy shit, Undertaker's been at a lot of WrestleManias, and he's just ended up winning every match, and so they started playing up this streak. And as Undertaker has gotten older, he's gotten closer and closer, obviously, to retirement because he's like 6'10" and like 270, 80 pounds. So his body's just broken. And he only wrestles like once or twice a year. And so he's had this long-ass streak of WrestleMania wins. And the big question was, is he going to lose it? And if he is, who's he going to lose it to? Because when you give somebody, if you unseat Undertaker's streak, you're the hottest thing in wrestling.
Mm-hmm. That's absolutely fair.
Excuse me. Sorry, I had a stupid random spring ass cold. And they gave it to a part-time wrestler, Brock Lesnar. Why did they give it, Chris? Why did they give it to Brock Lesnar?
They had to give it to a part-time wrestler, and if someone said that as soon as it happened, I would say, no, that's bullshit. You have to give it to somebody who's up and coming. You need to give it to somebody who can build off of it. But after thinking about it, I am completely on board with the fact they gave it to Lesnar, and I will explain why. Let's say, for example, they gave it to an up-and-comer. Let's say, like a Dean Ambrose or a Roman Reigns or something like that. Mm-hmm. You create a situation where you run the risk of having another Miz, where you push it to the moon and it fails. You can't have the person who breaks the streak fail. And Brock Lesnar is never going to fail. Because now Brock Lesnar, he was already a part-timer, so now he's also a part-timer and an attraction. So now he's as much of an attraction as Undertaker is. You see Undertaker once a year, and you're like, oh my God, we finally get to see the Undertaker. And now when you see Brock Lesnar once every 3 months, 4 months, you're like, holy shit, here's fucking Brock Lesnar, the guy that broke the streak. And now let's take the flip side of that. Let's say Roman Reigns broke it, okay? And, oh my God, this young up-and-comer has only been around for a year and a half, he broke the streak. And then what? You're there every single week, and then 2 months later, you're going to lose to, say, like a Luke Harper or something like that. Like, if you can't do that. You can't have someone break the streak, continue on as is, and then, go on and... Because Lesnar's not going to come in and lose to a nobody. Lesnar's not going to come in and lose to a mid-carder. Lesnar's going to be in the main event of everything he does from here on out in the WWE.
Oh, so you're saying that okay, so you've got this huge push if you unseat Taker, but as a regular wrestler, you can't continue on winning every single match.
Exactly.
You're going to have to lose, and that's going to subvert your whole thing.
Exactly. So I think the part-timer thing was perfect. I mean, I'm glad it wasn't like The Rock or something like that. I'm glad it was Lesnar, who is actually still involved in wrestling, on a consistent basis. And at first I was like, I don't get it, I don't understand it. But then, like I sat down, I thought about it, and I said, you know what, this is actually a really good move. Not how I would have done it. That's not the way I would have broken the streak. But I agree with the decision.
I'm not a big fan of Lesnar as a wrestler
because he's an asshole.
You see, okay, Chiz, I want to, but we'll get to that because I want to know why you hate Brock Lesnar, because WWE fans, I thought, hated Brock Lesnar too, because he just kind of bailed on the business when the UFC came calling. And you know, I'm not a big fan of his style. I mean, he's like a Goldberg, you know, in terms of just the character he plays. He's never going to cut a good promo. He's not really good at that, but his whole persona is just, I'm the big machine that just breaks things, and that's what they were playing up at WrestleMania. But it's just like, okay, I mean, you know, if you want Lesnar to be a product, you have to have two different, you know, you have to have two people to create one wrestler out of Brock Lesnar, because you need Brock Lesnar to wrestle, and you also need somebody to act as Brock Lesnar's mouth. And actually cut promos and do all the other things that's part of wrestling, the performance.
And, I mean, this whole thing got over, I think, as well as it did because of Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is a fucking genius. I'm such a huge Paul Heyman fan. Everything that he does, like just everything he brought. Like, I don't know if you watched the Raw after WrestleMania. But people came out, like Brock Lesnar came out, they were getting booed out of the building. By the time Heyman finished cutting his promo about Lesnar being the one that conquered the streak and this and that, just everything he says, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna clap now. You know what I mean? Like the whole crowd was behind him afterwards, because that's how just good he is at what he does, and I'm such a huge fan of.
Okay, well then maybe I just didn't follow it enough in the lead up to Mania, and I didn't understand the gravity. Because to me, it was just like, all right, so Brock Lesnar's the part timer, and he's supposed to be the unstoppable machine, a la what Goldberg kind of what Goldberg was for a while. Okay, and then it was just kind of I wasn't a big fan of the match in terms of, I thought it was a little bit slow.
Yeah, the match was not that much to.
Taker's obviously old and hurt, and Lesnar's just too big and bulky. But Chiz, Cock Lesnar, why? Why does everybody hate him? He was like really sick. He had like a big thing in UFC, right? He had like some kind of bug. Champion, but he had some kind of bug or infection that he couldn't kick for a while.
Asshole. He doesn't. He belongs more in the WWE and stuff like that.
Okay,
I think that's why a lot of the UFC guys don't like him. He's got a giant dick on his chest. That doesn't really help you at all. Giant cock. I hate his fighting style. Like he'll just lay on top of somebody and punch them in the face for 5 fucking rounds straight for 5 minutes each round. Well. It's just not entertaining. He comes off like an asshole.
But it's real though, Chiz. It's real fighting. How do you?
So
what do you?
It's not supposed to be.
It's not so. So it's not supposed. It's supposed to be real because it's real
it
fighting.
Can be entertaining.
If you entertain, you know you should watch.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna. Lesnar's also there.
I'm not gonna try to put you in a grapple if we get in a fight. I'm gonna try to knock you on the ground and get on top of you and just bash your skull in. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to try to be like, oh, I'm going to go for a guillotine or a rear naked choke and
suplex.
Those people get
hope bonuses. I don't get a boner or something.
Cock Lesnar got a boner, a giant one on his fucking chest, on his dick.
So he was just a dick to the whole business.
He's
everybody,
just a dick to everyone. Like he beat Frank Mir and like ended his after fight interview was like he told the sponsor of the UFC to go. He was acting like he was in the WWE. He's like, fuck Budweiser, I'm gonna go drink at Coors and fuck my hot wife and stuff like that. And he just doesn't. Yeah, exactly. He belongs in the WWE.
Yeah.
And
it does.
I don't like his fighting style, and I think he's too old for the UFC now, I think.
Yeah. CM Punk might be a little bit too old. He's hinting at going to a UFC type thing, or MMA, but he's like 35 already, so.
He's washed.
He needs to stop fucking around.
Yeah, he left the business because he was sick of how, one of the reasons why CM Punk left was because of the idea of Brock Lesnar unseating The Undertaker's streak. And because he was just sick of the WWE.
I heard that too, but I don't know. I think it has more to do with he's went on record and said many times that his last goal he has in the WWE is to main event WrestleMania, not just be in the title match, but to be the last match at WrestleMania. That's his only goal that he has left to do. And I think when the storyline was starting to unfold about there was stuff going on with him and I don't know if you were watching a couple months ago, like there was stuff going on with him and Kane. And it was working up to just be like either CM Punk versus Triple H or CM Punk versus Kane at WrestleMania. And I think, no one really knows for sure, but I think what happened was he said, you know what, no, that's not what I want. So there's no reason for me to be here during WrestleMania season. I can just come back months later as a part-timer and be in the main event. So, call me when you're ready to make that happen kind of thing. I think that's what happened.
Okay. We'll wait and see with the WWE Network. Get us a sponsorship. Heather, if you're
my God, please. I'll still pay for it if they give me a spot. Like, I'll pay for it. I don't give a shit.
WWF.
No, don't say that. They don't like it. No. They lost a very big lawsuit. The pandas, they hate pandas now. They lost to the World Wildlife Foundation. That's why they're the WWE now.
Yeah.
And why they have to blur out WWF branding in all their older stuff if they're going to monetize it.
Well, they didn't have to do that anymore. I don't know if you noticed. They didn't have to do that anymore. Yeah, there was something came to some agreement not too long ago. I think within the last like 5 or 6 months.
Oh, cool.
And, yeah. So that's why all the older stuff on the network with the WWF Attitude logo, that it's not blurred out anymore. That used to look so shitty. Oh my god, when I would watch the old DVDs and stuff, oh my god, it's just like a huge ass blur on like this would be the screen. It's just trying to watch a wrestling match just like that. Like, bro, what is this?
Yeah.
But,
and you know what? Holy crap! This stream has been rocking the entire night. 1,000 concurrent the entire time. At least 1,000 concurrent. That's insane. I thank you everybody for coming out. Did we get a push from?
You're welcome.
There we go. Yes. Okay. I will mark it down. Invite Chris next week. Maybe we can.
It's gonna be 200.
We can recreate. We need to fire wings again next week to hope people keep coming out. That's what we got to do. How many times can we run to that well? I don't even know.
Fire somebody every week just to have something.
Yeah, when you're fired. You're fired. Everybody's fired. I'll fire myself. Done off the show. We'll turn it into like a wrestling bit, and we'll have returns, entrance music. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be good. Just got to start watching wrestling.
And you'll fire someone, and you guys be like, "Whoa, that's not entertaining."
Yeah, whoa, bro, no. But then you're like, "No, it's not entertaining enough. It's got to be real, but still kind of entertaining."
I fired
because I get to. Yeah, there we go. So thank you to everybody that came out. There's been an awesome That's Not Why I Called episode number 36. I'm really happy with it. Thank you to Chris, aka I Am the Dank, coming out. You can follow him on Twitter at I Am the Dank. And YouTube is I Am the Dank as well, or is it Dank Ops?
YouTube.com/DankOps.
All right, if you're watching on YouTube, there will be a link in the description. His branding is almost as bad as mine. Actually,
almost
bad as mine. No, because we have Lefty in both. You have Dank in both, but different I guess suffixes on the end there.
Numbers.
Whatever.
Chiz, your branding is bad too. You can't deny it.
Numbers.
Shut up.
Okay.
You can't even decide on a title. Where's your curriculum vitae, motherfucker? Where's it at, doctor?
What?
Where's it at? You got to file curriculum vitae if you want to be called doctor. I want to see it, motherfucker.
I'm just gonna get awarded one.
Yeah, whatever.
No, but thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. It was definitely a lot of fun.
And be sure to check us out on iTunes. This will be a link in the description in the YouTube video. You can also just search "That's Not Why You Called" on the iTunes store, and we should be there. In fact, pretty much right after this episode, I'm gonna get us hosted on iTunes. So if you want to subscribe to the RSS feed, you can get it first before it's on YouTube, because rendering and uploading takes a long ass time. Thank you guys for joining. We hope you enjoyed. We will see you all next week, continuing the streak. We're gonna unseat Taker on this motherfucker. Thank you guys for joining. We hope you enjoyed. We are out. Peace.
Peace.